What's your crime? What's your crime?
I do better getting it out on the internet, dude. Locally here, it doesn't, this is just gonna work. I worked with a girl in Hemet, California at Golden Era Productions, which is the mothership. It's where David Miscavige lives, okay? And the story about Tom Cruise having a field of flowers planted, it's for Nicole Kidman and him to come in. It's all true. It's in Andrew Morton's book, and it's all true. I know the person that was there that did it. It's all true. Her name is Maureen Bolstad. You can go ahead and blog her.
I didn't know all that.
Yes. She posts as Keisha Wolf on YouTube. Ask her some questions. She's in the book. She's telling the truth, man. It's whack, man. She was 15 years old until almost 40. She was in the Sea Org. She had back problems. She had medical problems. Scientology did nothing for her. Yeah. So they what they call offload. In other words, they get rid of you. They farm you out. So they farmed her out, kicked her out, declared her gave her a declaration notice, which is called a suppressive person. And after they did that, they went ahead. Her husband divorced her because he had to disconnect from her.
Exactly.
Because he was still entrenched in the beliefs of the cult. But to this day, Maureen still has a daughter, a sister in the cult that is not allowed to communicate with her own sister.
Yeah. Did you watch the Scientology meeting on BBC?
Oh yes. Yeah. That's what got me.
The old man, the old man, his like sons and daughters will talk to him.
I'll tell you another thing. I'll tell you another thing. That it's not a big deal. I think that it was great that they did it. But both Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise's two kids are adopted. They are Sea Org children. Because Sea Org, you see, David Miscavige, leader of the Church of Scientology, does not want that overhead. He doesn't want to have children. What are they going to do with children? They don't need children.
What does he get out of all of this?
Money.
Money and power.
How much money do you think he has? Yeah. He's got like what, $600 million?
I'm not familiar. When I was out in California in 1990, and I had the privilege of working with them. And don't get me wrong, these Sea Org people are young people like you guys, but they were great people. They believed they had a passion of what they were doing.
Yeah, that's why we're out here talking.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't understand why these people won't come out here and talk, because we're not threatening. We want to explain to them, it's like, hey, you're being misled.
We're helping them. And then
we
they come
have
out
the
and accuse us
information.
of having crimes.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, and it's a crying shame that now that Tom Cruise and several celebrities, I have a couple of videos up on YouTube. I'm Gumby the Unstoppable.
Yeah,
that shows the list of all these stars. It's like a club. It's like a mafia.
Yeah.
If you go to LA, you need to get in the door. You take a little Scientology and you hook up with some of these people and you network, and that way you can get some work. It's quite an interesting concept there. And it's like, I have a video that lists so many stars, it's unbelievable. And and then Tom Cruise, of course, saying, what really upset me was Tom Cruise being such a tool that he went ahead and got on that 2004 IAS video that's running now. We only see the laughing part.
Yep.
We don't see the part where he says he wants to see psychiatry and mental health care destroyed.
Yep.
And he says, go to guns. Go to guns in military terms means put lead on target. Okay? At another meeting, David Miscavige shows hand grenades exploding in psychiatry and machine guns.
And they say they're going to rip out the economy for psychiatry.
That's right. And it's like, who are these people?
Yeah.
It's like, how dare they shove this on the American public? And what I want to know is, why here in the United States, our federal government is not looking at this group. It is not a religion. It is a money-making proposition.
Well, because they make so much money, I figure. So.
Oh, everything funnels.
Exactly.
Applied Scholastics is Scientology. Narconon is Scientology. Cimarron is Scientology. Abel is Scientology. Weiss is Scientology. National Cancer Society is Scientology.
What? I don't know about
that. American Cancer Society. Good.
Okay.
They rip off. What these people do is pony on something kind of like, and they can get away with the name. Way to Happiness is Scientology. Way to Happiness was ripped off from a gentleman, Bishop Fulton Sheen, who used to have a TV show back in the 60s, and now they use that Way to Happiness as a way to kind of suck people
What was the
in.
other one, like the National Human Rights something?
National Association. There's so many of them. There's so many. You could spend days.
There's a website with a list of it. It's like pretty.
Yes, and all this money, you see, each one of these little front groups has to pay a bump back to RTC, which is Religious Technology Center. Religious Technology Center is the sole board member is David Miscavige, and he is the holder of the tech. The tech is the source. That is what L. Ron Hubbard wrote.
Yeah, doesn't he edit it? Doesn't
Yeah,
he
it's been
video.
well, I mean, you can only sell so many books, and you run out of ideas.
Exactly.
What do? Every 2-3 years, you roll out the same crap in a different package, and you give it to the world. And I hear you go in that building and you listen to what these people are saying, and
They sound like nice people.
it's good, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
But as you start
As you go
climbing
up
the
ladder,
bridge,
yeah,
as you start
get more
coming up the
suckered
bridge,
into it, you gotta pay more and more
but by
money.
then, you've been on the e-meters and you've been audited so many
It's
times.
like a pyramid scheme. It is a pyramid scheme. It's like a pyramid scheme.
I really don't know. I don't understand pyramid scans and anything like that. But I think that if they come clean as a self-help organization, pay their taxes, then they're free within the Constitution of the United States to do what they want.
Exactly. Well, besides censor our free speech, which is the other thing they do with the fair game policy.
They have shut me down 7 times on YouTube for copyright infringement for things that are in the public sector.
Yeah.
So, what can I say? I haven't shut anything. It's like, I'll talk to a Scientologist
That's why we're
all day
here.
long, It's like, I have nothing against Scientologists. I have something against the corporate entity that controls the whole
they're
situation.
business. They are.
It is a business.
Yeah.
It is no longer a religion. Never has been.
Yeah.
Never has been. But I mean,
I wouldn't care if it was a religion, is what I'm kind of saying.
it's awful. It's all bogus. And on top of that, because they hear the truth, they actually had a class action lawsuit. They actually tried to shut down the entire World Wide Web about 7 years ago. They actually shut down the internet permanently.
Yeah. That is epic.
See him get passed out.
Yeah, so a lot of people think, we talk about the Lisa McPhersons and things like that.
Yeah.
Yes, those were horrible things, but we have to live in the here and now. We have to hold this.
That's why this happened, what they did just
responsible
now.
right now.
Right.
And it's like, I'm telling you, get Andrew Morton's book because it's telling the truth. It's not a hatchet job or anything, no matter what anybody says. I'm serious. It's the truth.
So how'd you get all involved and
He was
educated about this?
In 1990, I was working for a small production company here in Atlanta. We were hired to go ahead and shoot a film for a company out in LA. Okay. It was called Golden Era Productions. Golden Era Productions is the propaganda arm of the Church of Scientology. They're the ones that help disseminate the books, make the films, the training films, service the e-meters and things like that. And so in 1990, I didn't have the internet, so I didn't know. I was like, wow, I'm going out west, I'm going to Hollywood, I'm going to shoot,
Yeah.
So the first thing I did was we went to do some filming in Chilocco, Oklahoma. And in Chilocco, Oklahoma, they have the 5 Indian Nations College. Narconon took that over and was using it as a rehab, unquote, unquote. Okay, when we went to film there was no classrooms, no nothing. There's no rehab. It was a gateway into recruitment for Scientology. In other words, most insurance policies, let's say you have a drug addiction or an alcohol addiction, that your parents want to help you out. If they've got a good insurance policy, that it's about $30,000, $50,000 for a 4 to 6 week stay. Okay, you send these people out into the middle of nowhere to get them away from outside influences. Okay, good thing, because you need time to think. And then they're introduced to Scientology. We faked classrooms, we faked technical rooms. I mean, it was all a sham. Yeah, and it took 17 years of finally me coming to grips that maybe something I did as a filmmaker could have influenced a young person to join this cult. And that's why I'm here today.
All right. High five.
Thank
And
you.
what's your YouTube account?
Gumby, the Unstoppable, or No More Sigh.
All right.
Peace.
All right.
Thanks for the information.